Hi, welcome back to another Ask the VP of IT. I'm Bob Juckiewicz. I'm the Vice President for Information Technology for the university. So today's set of questions, I have two very good, interesting and complex questions that I'm going to try to link together and talk about them for just a few minutes. The first is, where are information technology services most commonly used on campus? What are the plans for expansion? And the other question is, has the nature of what information technology means changed? And if so, how is the IT department at Hofstra keeping up? Well, these are really great questions, and I think I could probably spend a couple of hours discussing them with everyone. So, information technology historically, or in the past, has been a place to go. You went to the computer center and you did computing. You went to the lab, you did computing. But now, especially over the last couple of years, that has really changed. It's all about mobile and mobility. If we look at how students are using computing and mobile computing, we're really quite surprised in some ways. And here's where we're surprised, or at least I am. In the residence hall, we have over 4,000 physical ports for students to plug in their computers. Historically, if you wanted to connect to the network, that was how you do it. You take your laptop and plug it in. This year, this past semester, less than 100 students used those 4,000 ports. However, I've got over 7,000 students or devices connected to our wireless technology. So that has really changed. It's not where you go to do computing. Computing is ubiquitous. It's all over the place. And so how do we support that? So let me just tell you what we're trying to do with the wireless. Our wireless campus is pretty complete. Almost every building has wireless on it. There are some exterior areas that don't have wireless today. But the question now is, how do we increase the density? So it was originally designed for completeness, and now it has to be about density. So this past January, we have just upgraded some of our controllers that we believe will make it more consistent to join a network, and then there'll be consistency as you travel across the network. And what I mean by that is, as you move from one access point to another, it should be consistent and you should retain connectivity. So we had some issues with that device, and that's been replaced. This coming springtime, between now and the end of the spring semester, we're going to increase the number of access wireless points, and that's the point where your computer or your laptop or your phone connects to the internet, by 50% in the residence halls. So that should now help us with the density and also the coverage and make it even more complete. And then the third piece is that in the summer of 2014, so not this coming summer, the summer after that, we will redo the complete residence hall network. And of course then we will have it really designed for wireless rather than for wired ports. And so let me now link the second question, which is, what's the nature of information technologies changed? Okay. Again, it has been historically hardware, right? Students expected labs with computers, classrooms with computers. And that's changed because now a student wears more computing on their belt than we can provide, right? We all have multiple devices today. So we're changing that from a hardware-based to more of a service-based. We look at it as being a continuum of services, from how do we help a faculty member incorporate technology into the class, and how do we help a student use technology to improve learning. So how do we help improve teaching all the way through learning? So we've created a learning center now in Calkins and Hammer Labs, or the second floor of Axon Library, where we'll give training lessons on more advanced technologies like SPSS, and help desks to be able to help a student work through some of those problems. Last year in Calkins lab, we changed it from what I call, it looks like a spreadsheet of computers, of rows and columns of computers, to a much more relaxed state where we would ask students or provide places for students to work together collaboratively, or if they wanted to work by themselves, they can. They can move furniture around that best accomplishes the kinds of studying that they need to do. Last spring, we renovated the second floor of Axon, and that is a very well-used location today. We've added computers around the outside perimeter of it, but again, it's furniture that can be moved around. This coming summer, right after commencement, we will be renovating the Hammer Lab, and to provide it with, again, similar to what Calkins is, furniture that can move around. We will still have stations in there, computers in there, but the whole space will be redesigned to allow a student to comfortably move furniture around to accomplish whatever kind of learning that they need to do. So I think we're aware of the changing dynamics. It is a great field that we work in information technology because it's always changing, and I believe the university is positioning ourselves to accommodate these new changes. Thank you, and please keep the questions coming.